Eddie Hearn came out and showed proofs of sending Jermall Charlo an offer of a one-fight deal or multiple fight deal, either or, to fight Demetruis Andrade on DIDN. Now, for the people that's not informed and might question why is Eddie Hearn showing proofs, is because Tim Smith, who represents the PBC, came out last week and claimed that Eddie Hearn never sent Jermall Charlo $7 million to fight Andrade on DIDN. Now, Tim Smith is not lying, and I'm going to explain why in a second. Now, first of all, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my Akhis and all my sisters out there. Go ahead and subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these decafs/old media. However, if you're a casual fan and you want to become a hardcore boxing fan, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University and attend Split Decision every Sunday live by clicking on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision, and hopefully one day y'all will graduate from the Akhi University. Now, that being said, of course, Tim Smith came out last week claiming that they never received a $7 million offer from Eddie Hearn. Now, the reason why I said he's not lying is because of two reasons, either or. One reason is the fact that if you watch the Radio Raheem interview, till this day, Eddie Hearn, of course, he showed the email, but he said he want to cover up the offer. But he already made the offer public. He said it's $7 million. So why you have to cover it up when you already made it public? So that's the $1 million question. So if he sent him an offer of $5 million, let's say, or $3 million, or whatever the offer is, if it's lower than $7 million, then of course Tim Smith is not lying, because he clearly stated that he never received an offer of $7 million. Now, the second reason might be because Eddie Hearn claimed that he sent the email to Jermall Charlo. And just to be precise, according to Eddie Hearn, he DM'd Charlo December 9th, right after his victory when he knocked out Hogan. He congratulated him and he asked him, can you provide me an email so I could actually send you an offer to fight Andrade? So Charlo provided Eddie Hearn the email of Lions Promotion. Now, of course, that's not Tim Smith email. That's not PBC email. That's not Haymon email. Because Eddie Hearn chose to go straight to the fighter, not the manager, Haymon, or the network, PBC. So, of course, Charlo most likely went and talked to his team about this offer. From what I heard, Charlo's next fight is already Banks. I could be wrong. However, it's just so far in between when I am wrong. So, that being said, it don't take a genius to figure that out. But one thing for sure, Tim Smith was not lying because of either or reason that I just stated. Now that that's out the way, hopefully the fight between Charlo and Andrade does take place. Of course, Andrade's supposed to be fighting this Thursday. It's just so random. But of course, Super Bowl is this weekend, so you can't afford to host the fight around that time. Now, obviously, I must get this out the way and clear up that I want to see the fight next. Let's see Charlo versus Andrade. However, it is kind of fishy that Eddie Hearn wanted to hide the offer. However, he did state that Andrade is willing to go to Showtime or PBC to make this fight happen. So it ain't like just Charlo have to come to the zone. Charlo, if he wants to stay at his network because he feel like he the A-side, just send the same offer to Andrade, and Andrade is willing to fight Charlo on his own network. Now, of course, they have history in the past. Actually, Andrade was supposed to fight Jermall Charlo at 154. I think he got offered $300K at the time. I believe Jermall Charlo wasn't a champion at the time, but he wanted to fight Andrade. Andrade felt like he could make more money down the line, like right now. So he didn't fight Jermall Charlo, and he turned that offer down for multiple reasons. He also didn't want to fight on Showtime because he felt like he could get robbed because Jermall Charlo was the A-side because it was his network. Andrade didn't have a network at the time because Rock Nation, I believe, messed him up. So whatever the reason might be, let's see Jermall Charlo versus Andrade now is a big fight. Since Canelo don't want none of these fights because both of these fighters are on the murderous row and he don't want to get murdered by them, because when he do, the judges is not going to be able to save him, even if he have the judges scorecard in his pocket. So what y'all think about the news? Like I said previously, at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn, from what I seen from the email, I mean, there wasn't a contract being sent. It was just an offer. That's the same thing Deontay Wilder did when he sent the $50 million offer to Anthony Joshua. However, Eddie Hearn claimed that he never received a contract. Maybe he was playing smart. Maybe he was trying to cover up for AJ. But like I said, you know, what you say in the past might come back and haunt you because, like Dante says, the most dangerous weapon in the world is a mic. Now you make AJ look bad because you said the offer wasn't real, even though we knew it was real. And the reason why I say that, multiple promoters confirmed it was real. Haymon, who made the biggest fight in boxing between Mayweather and Pacquiao, was the guy behind the offer, so of course it was real. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn claimed that they never sent him a contract. That's the same thing PBC is claiming. That's the same thing Tim Smith claimed. However, like I said, I just think Tim Smith never received an email because it was sent to Lions Promotion. And we don't know how much the offer is for because Eddie Hearn covered that number. Even though he said to the public that he offered Jermall Charlo $7 million. So I don't know what's going on. If y'all do, go ahead and drop in the comment section. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about a minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these casual fans / old media. And of course, last but not least, follow my man Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. He too part of the new media wave that Dante created. You can always find his link in the description box below. Of course, that's my bro Ski. So make sure y'all follow him on IG because if a picture says 1,000 words, his picture says 1,000,000 words. Obviously, you can also find the link of Akhi drip / merch if you want to be dripped up like the Akhi be on Split Decision and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace and we out.